Hello and welcome to another weekly update from my no dig bed. So let's have a look what we've got. It's been a while, hasn't it? So first off, we can see starting at this end here, this kale has been nibbled and nibbled and nibbled. So what do you do with it? You know, what is it? Well, firstly, in the middle, in the center here, I've got lots of green, fresh growth. So if it's growing in the middle, it's still fine. It's producing leaves, okay? This looks horrible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the leaves that are like 70 or 80% gone. For instance, this one here or this one over here. And I'm going to remove those. But I'm going to try and leave the rest, because the plant needs the green leaves to photosynthesize. And if it photosynthesizes, it creates energy and it grows. So that's going to be my starting point. I'm going to cut a few of these leaves off. I'm going to feed it, and I'm going to make sure it stays wet and watered during the dry, wet periods. But it's actually okay in there. So that's what I'm going to do. And this one looks even worse. But in fact, again, it's got growth in the middle, so that's fine. It'll bounce back from that. I'm wondering, I don't know, but I'm wondering, because these beetroot are vast. Yeah, a lot of leaf stuff really are absolutely expanded into the space. So I think I'm going to get pretty close to harvesting those. Once I've harvested those, it's going to create a little bit more space, and also a little bit more wind and breeze coming through that might start to help some of these plants that are struggling. You know, they're being fed. So for instance, this is a good one here. This has got lots of little, as you can see when you click on these, little fleas or beetles on them. So that's just what it is. So getting some air circulation and getting the plant fed, cutting out some dead leaves would be great. I won't put the dead leaves back on the soil because I don't know what impact that will have. So that's one of my jobs, clean up the kales. The beans are looking fine, they just need space to grow. So let's have a look, and it might be time to harvest, as I say, the beetroots, which are great. The courgette is growing very nicely. I've not tied it up yet. You can see the central column here. It's growing from the courgettes, come off that. As this gets a little bigger, I'll tie it to the metal post here, to the arch, and I'll get my climbing courgette. But at the moment, it's kind of going vertical, so I can leave it be. Pollinators are still there. Dog's still there. Pollinators are still there. I've got a chive that I was given, a garlic chive, so I'm just waiting, keeping that water, and I'll wait to put that in later on once perhaps the beetroots have gone. The climbing squash is doing incredibly well. That looks nice, that, doesn't it? So getting lots and lots of flower going up. So what will we do about this? Again, it's a bit like we're trying to reduce disease and improve circulation. So these really yellow leaves, I'm just going to cut those out, remove the dead, anything dead, see about things that are perhaps not required or crossing over. I might look at this and say, this one here, for instance, is coming out of the bed, and if I tied it up, it's going to get just a mass. So I might start thinning out strategically a few of the leaves so they don't grow. I have a second one in because I planted two. That's got lots of flower on it, so that's very nice. Very happy with that. Lobelas are coming up and out them. So this actual bit of the bed's looking well, and tucked in there is a sweet pea. So over here then, slightly different story. We've got chaos with the lettuce. So this lettuce is growing. It's the beetroot's growing through it. So I really need to spend, it's not long, it looks probably worse than it is, just 5 minutes with some secateurs thinning it out. I need to see this is a weed. So I'm going to follow that weed all the way back and cut that out. Don't pull it, going to cut it out and just do a little weed check. This parsley is fine, it's just been pressured and pushed. The chive's still alive, it's not thriving, but again, if I create a bit of space, we'll see. Coriander, this is the second coriander of the year. This one's bolted. All the flowers are forming. So what do I do here? Actually, unlike the first coriander, which I cut out and replaced with this one, I'm going to leave this and what I'll do is what I'm going to do is leave it to go to seed, and I'm going to collect the seed so I can plant again, because this one was given to me by a very nice friend. So let's collect the seeds and see what we can do there. So that's the bed. Certain things are thriving. The beetroot has pushed everything out, so there's not a marigold in sight because it's all been overrun by more rapid, fast growing plants. That's not a problem. That's a lesson to learn for next year. Perhaps 2 very tight rows of beetroot was a tad ambitious, and getting them to cut and eat more lettuce, get the family to eat more lettuce, might be a good thing as well, because you can start to see in the middle here, these things are really big now. This is great, absolutely grows. When I do the lettuce, of course, I'll leave those lying, so you can see some of it in there. I think you might be able to see right at the bottom down there, there's some decaying lettuce leaves, great for the soil. Okay, that's my bed. A bit of an update, bit of work to do. Nothing too serious. What I'll do is spend in my 10-minute a day routine, I'll just take once a day, I'll deal with the kale, then I'll start to look at harvesting the beetroot, and the following day I'll cut back lots and half of, say, a third or half of the lettuce, and that'll create the space, and we'll see how it goes. Good stuff. Hope your beds are growing well as well.